Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be talking about the book Time Between Us. Now first, I do like the prologue that they have at the beginning to tell how Anna knew about Bennett's time traveling abilities. I just really think that's really cool that there was a part of her in the future that already knew and gave him the letter in the beginning. I just really think that's really cool. And second, I really think it's really cool that we get a look into Anna's life, her being a runner that runs track at her school. I really think that's really cool. And I really think and I and, and I really think it's cool that her and her father shared the same interests because he ran track when he was her age, and she's 16 and she's still in high school. And I just love the fact that the first time that they meet on the track, Bennett pretends not to know her, but he knows exactly who she is because that morning at the track, when she was running by campus, she saw him look at her from the bleachers, and this is where we get our meet cute, and it was just so adorable. And it turned out that her best friend Emma, who picks her up in her car every morning, when she picked Anna up that day, Emma said, "We are getting a new student in our class." And I just loved Emma and Anna's relationship because they're best friends. But in the book, they act like sisters, to be honest, because they are always there for each other. And I just think that is such a cool thing. Like, I'm here for you, girl. I love girl power. Just so anyway, when they get to school and when it becomes lunchtime, Anna sees him from across the cafeteria, so they go talk to him. But I do have to tell you guys, they do have the same Spanish. They, 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 they do have the same Spanish class, and I love the fact that she forgot her pencil. So when Bennett looked at her to hand her a pencil, she just got all starry-eyed in the face. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. She doesn't know what to say because he's just so good looking to her, and I just love that moment. Meanwhile, in the cafeteria, Emma and Danielle, their other best friend, is trying to grill Bennett by saying, "You know her, you know Anna, because because she told me that you saw her at the track, so you know Anna. Our Anna is a track runner, and I know that you saw her at the track because she told me this morning." Basically, here's my problem with this. Okay, first, you ambush the guy in the cafeteria when he's a brand new student and he doesn't know who you are. he knows who Anna is, but he's just trying to play it cool. But he's just trying to play it cool because, he just wants to play it cool and eat his lunch and then go talk to his friends. So, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. My main thing is, Emma, I told you this in confidence. This is what bothers me. Okay, Anna told Emma this in confidence, and now you're just bothering the boy. I'm like, Emma, I love you, girl, but stop. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Emma reminds me of me, because that would be so me. That would be me. I'm not gonna lie, that would be me. I would be telling out all the tea. I, 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 I would be like, come on, you know my best friend. Don't act like you didn't see her. You know her. But he said they. But Bennett tries to play it off like, no, I never seen her, but it's nice to meet you. But we both know that he saw her at the track. Okay, so the next day, Anna is at her parents' bookstore, and here's another thing that I like. Anna's parents own a bookstore. So here's another thing that I like. Anna's parents own a bookstore in Anna's house, and she lives where the bookstore is. Like, her room is down where the shop to the bookstore is, which I think is really cool because you could just wake up, and if you want to read a book, you don't need to go to the library. You can just grab it and go. So anyway, that night she's working in the bookstore. She sees Bennett sitting on a parking lot bench, and he is mumbling to himself, I have got to find her, I have got to find her, I have got to find her. So they talk, so Anna tries to talk to him. They talk for a little bit, and he says, oh, I, I, um, I, I just got a really bad headache. And so Anna goes into the store to get him some water and try to calm him down because he just seems so nervous and so stressed out about something. But Anna doesn't know what it is. So when she comes out with the water, he is gone. He disappears. So the next day, Anna Anna goes to the main office and says, have Anna goes to the main office and says, have you seen Bennett Cooper? And the uh, uh, the woman at the front desk says, well, we're not allowed to give out personal information about students because she was worried about him because he hasn't shown up for school for 5 days after this. So I don't know how this is possible, but since Emma literally works at the front desk as an assistant, she grabs Bennett's information, and Anna actually goes to his house, and it turns out that he wasn't feeling well. So he took some days off from school. And when Anna first goes there, Bennett is being very rude and saying, what are you doing here? How'd you get my address? And Anna just says, well, I was worried about you. So Bennett gets dressed, gets washed up, and then him and Anna go to a coffee shop. Then he comes out of the bathroom all mad and upset with himself. But hey, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind as we go on. So he drops Anna off. And one thing that I thought was very, very rude is Bennett says that his parents travel a lot. And he came down here to go to school here to live with his grandmother. And one thing that I think was very rude for Anna to say, wow, your parents must not love you because they're traveling all the time without you. And so, when Anna says this, Bennett gets very upset, obviously. And then he goes into the bathroom and then he comes out and then he says, come with me, I'll take you home. So he ends up taking Anna home. Then throughout the week, they actually begin to get closer because they have the same class together and whatever. And they actually get paired up on a project. Now, when Anna is trying to study for the project, her father and mother go out to run an errand. And her father says, well, use the security and lock the door. So she does that, but somebody ends up breaking in and putting a knife in, and actually putting a knife in, and actually putting a knife through her throat and saying, you are going to let me into that register. But Bennett ends up time traveling there, getting her out just in time, and calling the police. And it turns out that the robber got arrested and the police were called in time. So no harm done. So no harm came to Anna. And after this, Bennett tells her, I will tell you everything tomorrow. So Anna's parents actually meet Bennett and say thank you, and his and Anna's mother actually ends up inviting him for dinner, and it's actually a really, 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 really cute scene, and and um everything ends up being okay. So the next day, Bennett comes over to Anna's house and she tells him that, and Bennett tells her, I am a time traveler, I can time travel. So he shows Anna that he can disappear and come back whenever he wants to. But it gives him migraines. So that's why so so, so that's why he drinks coffee and tea, because whenever he tries to come back to the same time, because he's from the future, he's from 2012 and Anna is from 1998. So Um, so, that's why he drinks all, so, so that's why he drinks all, so, so that's why he drinks water and coffee because of dehydration. And Anna actually figures out that he that um that uh uh, uh that out sooner because he says I can't travel through the same time because of dehydration, and Anna actually figured that out because when he actually saw her, because when Bennett actually saw her outside of the bookstore, he was getting a migraine, and she actually put the she actually put the dehydration thing together, so I'm proud of Anna for doing that. But here's the thing he cannot do. He cannot prevent things from happening. So I thought the same thing Anna did when she said, if you could go back in time, why couldn't you go back in time to stop the guy from robbing the store? And Bennett says, well, I can't really stop that from happening, but I can change things around. And here's what I found out. He was actually there before the guy got there, but Anna doesn't remember this. That's because he changed times when he got there, and the fact that he changed times when he was at the coffee shop, but he didn't like it that because he didn't like how rude he was to her, so he went back in time and came back out of the bathroom after he went back in time. And the time when they went to the coffee shop, they were almost gonna kiss, but Bennett went back in time for that too because he didn't want to kiss her because he's there on a mission. Uh, on March on March 10th, 1994, him and his sister, Brooke Cooper, they went to a concert. He couldn't go to 1994 because he wasn't born, but Brooke was. So she stayed in 1994 while Bennett got knocked back to 2012. So his parents said, hey, I want you to go to Evanston University High School to find your sister. So he he's only in 1998 to find his sister. But he met Anna and he began to have feelings. That's why he was saying to the girl, no, 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 wait. That's why he was saying to Anna, the first time, I can't catch feelings for you. I can't catch feelings. But he admits to Anna, Anna, I really like you. And from now on, they went on their first date. They went rock climbing. And then when Anna came back home, it turns out that Emma and Justin, her best friend who owns the record store, who gives her all the CDs, they were going on their first date when they got into a car crash. So Bennett and Anna, they go back in time to save Emma and Justin. And so that worked, so he can go back in time to do a do-over and start time all over again, which I think is cool. Okay, so they go to this village in Italy, Venezuela, or something like that, and they start having a good time. At this coffee shop, but their first trip was to Tokyo, this beautiful island, and it just ends up being such a romantic moment for me because they end up going swimming, and she says how cute Bennett is. And then when they go home, Anna has this map of all the places she wants to go. So he puts a red pin in so he puts a red pin in Thailand. I forgot to tell you, they go to Thailand, not Tokyo, so please forgive me. So Bennett puts a red pin in Thailand, and they actually end up going back in time to save Emma and Justin from the car accident. But keep this in mind because I don't like what happens. But another Bennett from 2012 show up and tells Anna, tell the other Bennett that Brooke is back home and tell him that I have got to show you something. So Anna ends up going to his room, and Bennett ends up telling her that Anna from 2012 gave him a letter saying that they needed to break up for the time being, but maybe they can find their way back to each other. So with that in mind, Anna ends up disappearing from 2012 because Bennett took her to 2012, even though she doesn't exist yet, because it is not 2012 in her time. In her time, it is 1989. So she ended up getting so so she ended up getting sent back to 1989, and and, and he ended up saying in 2012, which is so heartbreaking to me, because when they are in that little cafe, he says to her, "Anna, I cannot go back to my time where you do not exist. So what if I stay?" And he really, 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 really wants to sing with Anna so they can build a relationship. But him being a time traveler, he just can't do it. So Anna ends up telling everybody that Bennett had to go back home, and this is what Bennett told her to tell everyone. So, so, so she isn't really lying. So Anna also visits Bennett's grandmother. In the future, his grandmother does have Alzheimer's. So that's why Bennett comes back and actually tries to put everything in her name, and and, and he actually does try to pay the bills, and him and his sister actually just make sure that the grandmother is taken care of. But right now, when Anna goes visit the grandmother, but but right now in Anna's right now in Anna's time, when she goes visits the grandmother, the 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 the, the grandmother actually says, I um I know this kid Bennett. He uh, uh I I know this kid Bennett. He is renting a room, but I have no idea why he put me as his contact list. And the grandmother actually asks Anna if she wants to take something out of Bennett's room, because she is getting rid of some of Bennett's stuff. Since he is in 2012, she filed the missing persons report to the police because she doesn't know that Bennett is a time traveler. But, 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 his sister, but, his sister's, but, his sister and his parents know that he's a time traveler. And I have one question for you guys. Please put in the comments if one of you guys' friends told them that they were a time traveler, would you be weirded out or happy? Or would you just be weirded out? For me, I would be happy. I'd be like, you can time travel? Okay, take me to Italy. Take me to Spain. Take me to France. But I'm curious, what do you guys think? Would you be okay if your friend or family member were time traveler? Or would you not be okay with them being a time traveler? So, anyway, at the end, she ends up winning a trip to Paris. And she goes to Justin to actually get some CDs. And then Justin tries to kiss her even though he's dating Emma. And then Anna says to herself, wow, I'm in the future Anna. I am in the future's Anna's do-over. And this is what happens when I do over something that shouldn't have been overdone. Like, girl, you did nothing wrong, okay? He shouldn't have tried to kiss you and told you that he's always loved you when he's got a girlfriend, okay? You did nothing wrong, he did. But that's just my opinion. Okay. And when she gets to Paris, she takes a walk down to the shore in the sand, and she sits there in the sand looking at all, and she actually sits there. She actually sits there in the sand, looking at the postcard Bennett gave to her when they spent that time in Italy. And then someone says from behind her, you still have that old postcard, and it is Bennett, and they kiss, and Bennett says, you don't know how many times I have tried to make it back to you. And then they go over to a cafe next to the beach. And that is the end. And I have got to say, I love Time Between Us. It is such a good romance. Hands down. Way to go, Tara Island Stone. You were such a good writer. Oh my god. Like I just love Time Between Us. But one thing that gets on my nerves is that but actually another thing that bugs me is that Bennett in the book, in one part in the book, he goes to her house, sneaks in the window, and and him and her start making up, but she gets scared because she's afraid that her parents are gonna walk in, and he says, calm down, everything's fine. And then he tells her that he's been actually turning time around So everything can be perfect between them. I'm like, dude, are you telling me that you took all the choices that she made for herself, your almost first kiss, the time that you met away from her? No, no, no. That I am not okay with. So Anna tells him this. She lays down the law, and with that, they are cool. With that, they are cool. With that, they are cool. They have a little chat. Anna tells him, do not turn back time again, and do not redo something without my permission in my life again. And that's actually pretty cool. And I do like the fact that and, and I do like the fact that they double dated with Emma and Justin in the book for the date. I really think that's really, 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 really cool. And I cannot wait to read Time After Time from Bennett's perspective. Bye, and I will see you guys for the movie Flubber on my next channel. Bye. I'm sorry, did I say channel? I'm sorry, did I say channel? I mean video. I will see you guys in my Flubber video. Bye.